Hi, it's Andrew. And if you are watching this video, first of all, thank you. And second of all, it's mostly likely because you've got to this part of the website where I'm talking to you about my new book, The Hawkston and Whispers. And I say my new book, it's my first children's book. And this video is really informal. It's not a salesy video or there's no script. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the book, to introduce it to you, and obviously tell you a little bit more about the pre-order and when the book is going to be out there. So yes, excitingly, I've written my first and only children's book. And for me, it's it's maybe a book that's been a lifetime in the making, really. I always remember it must have been in year 5 at school and being set some homework to write a story over the summer. um, really vague. And I remember my mum at the time really wanting me to get on and write a story about where we would holiday in the northeast of England. And it was something that I really didn't want to do and have the attention to want to sit down and to write that. I just wanted to be outside and playing. And I remember my mum writing that story and it being sent into school and yeah, well done, Andrew, even though I'd never even written it myself. So I suppose what will be 30 years down the line, I've now actually written that story now that my wife and I holiday or have a caravan in the northeast of England where the story is set. And in the real world, the story is set very, very close to the town of Amble in Northumberland, where we have a static caravan, and we spend lots of weekends up there with our children, the dog, and many of the friends and family that we've met and spend a lot of time with up there. So being up there in such a beautiful location and with the amazing people that we've met, that was probably what sparked me to write this story, and it's something that I'm really proud of. So again, I'm really excited to be publishing the book with the Literacy Shed. Hopefully, it's going to be out in late 2026, and if not, it's not going to be much long after that. And it's a really great story. It's something based around obviously the coast and the sea, and based on two young children and a dog and the adventures that they get up to having finished year 6 in primary school, leaving that and going to spend their summer with their auntie and uncle right by the coast of Hawkston, and getting and exploring and finding that there's maybe something a little bit sitting under the surface in terms of Hawkston and what it's hiding, thinking about the title, The Hawks and Whispers. So it is a book that I'm terribly proud of writing. I can't wait for people to read it. And selfishly, to a certain extent, I'd love you to put a pre-order in to to pre-order the book. The plan is when the pre-order anyone that does pre-order the book, um, I'm going to be providing some special artwork that's going to come along with the book. The book will obviously be signed, and there'll be a few other extra gifts and special things that'll go with it, such as like commemorative bookmarks and stuff like that. That's really going to help, or not help, but just make the launch of the book a really special thing, not only for me and my family, but for you guys as readers as well. And I genuinely think, having had a few people proofread it for me, I think it's going to be a book that teachers, pupils, children, the primary audience will love to read. And part of the plan as well is, if you know me from Vocabulary Ninja, part of the plan is that the book has been written so that there's going to be a huge series of comprehensions, writing plans, and so on that are going to sit alongside the book, making it a really highly usable teaching children's book to sit within your English writing curriculum. So those books that you love to teach from, I'd love the Hawks Whispers to sit in there, because there's going to be a whole series of planning, as I said, reading comprehensions, an associated curriculum subject, lesson plans to go with the book, because there's going to be some beautiful opportunities within art and DT, maybe even drama, to really bring the book to life and enhance the whole curriculum. So again, we're only at the early stages. We're still editing the book. I'm going to be updating you with many videos in the coming weeks and months as the book moves closer. We've just had the illustrators spoken to. So we've got a number of illustrators that we're speaking to design the front cover. So any of the imagery that you see at the moment, they're not quite going to be the actual ones. I just needed something placeholdery that's going to bring to life the book. And AI, wow, nowadays really does that quite easily. So the covers that you see now on the website are just there until we get some of the official artwork produced. So as I've said, we're on that journey together, and I'd love you to be part of that journey and help to build the hype around the Hawks Whispers. It is available to pre-order, and as I've said, anyone that does place that pre-order will be getting those. Obviously, the signed copy, the special edition artwork, bookmarks, and a few of the special gifts that I've got planned that will go out with those pre-orders. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about the book or you'd like to know a little bit more, please get in touch with me via the usual channels. My email address is andrew@vocabularyninja.co.uk, and I'd be more than happy to chat to you about the book, the process, and I guess even if you have aspirations of writing a book yourself, you've maybe got questions around that and what the process is and how you go about doing it. Although I'm far from an expert, I think the biggest thing is just get writing and have a go and enjoy writing it and see where that journey takes you. So thank you for watching. Somewhere on this page on the website, there'll be a place that you can pre-order the book, and I'd love to see some pre-orders coming through, not for any sort of financial gain, but just to see that there's people out there that are excited about reading the book, they've placed their order, and they want to see what the Hawks Whispers is all about.